Welcome back everyone to a brand new video. As you can see, we're going to be going over the Dark Ops calling card social distancing. This is a fairly easy but yet sort of difficult calling card to get. It's definitely not one of the harder ones on the list of Dark Ops challenges, but it is one of the more or less time consuming ones. You might have to give it a couple goes. I for sure took multiple times recording this. This is my couple, I don't know how many attempts I have, but I've recorded this a total of 3 complete times. I've done this challenge 3 times. I've lost the recording for one of them. I wasn't recording one time, and fortunately I got it on this 3rd try. So I've completed this challenge for a total of 3 times. But like my previous guide, I'm simply going to be speeding everything up. I won't be doing any cutting or any sort of splicing in the videos, just so you know. All this is in one take. All I'm going to be doing is simply fast forwarding the video and only bringing up key points that I feel like are certain tips that might help you guys when completing this challenge or attempting this challenge. But overall, just like my last guide, I'll go ahead and be coming basically in and out time to time. So the method we'll be using here will be the GS45s with PhD flopper. This is by far the easiest way to get this challenge. I have done this with an LMG before, so it is possible with just a regular AR and not the GS45s. When I first did this challenge, I accounted for those who might have not had the GS45s unlocked or even had them dual wield. So I ended up doing the challenge with the PU21 LMG, and then the second try was with the GS45s dual wield. 2 attempts with the GS45s dual wield and completed on both attempts. Fairly simple. So to begin with, you're gonna need about 15,500 total points to open up all the doors and to get PhD flopper and to get Pack-a-Punch level 1. After that, it's pretty much smooth sailing. You go back to the starting room area and then you go ahead and turn on the rampage inducer and simply progress rounds. As always, anytime you have extra salvage, go ahead and upgrade your weapon. As you'll notice, as rounds progress, your Mustang Insanities won't be a one-tap anymore, as they will on the earlier rounds. Now, as many of you know, by round 11, that is where your first mangler is going to spawn. Very easy to take out. Does not take too many bullets there. I believe it took around 4 bullets just to kill him. Fairly simple. In total, after round 20, you will be getting about, I want to say 4 manglers total, 5 maybe, and a total of 2 abominations. We'll proceed, keep going forward. We'll go up to round 15 where we're going to go ahead and find our first mangler round. So speeding this up, I'm going to go ahead and get to the round, or the end of round 14. The field upgrade I'm running also is Aether Shroud. I'm running that with the non-burst dash. I believe I'm just rocking the regular nearby players are cloaked, and then the two charges. This will allow me to kill the abomination within that certain time frame. You could either run this with the increased duration, although I kind of just wanted to go ahead and use 2. As you see, I popped my first one, put a couple more bullets into them. I'm about halfway to where I want to be. Basically, popping these 2 charges should give you more than enough time to go ahead and get rid of it. Anytime it's going to do that lightning attack, you go ahead and pop it and it'll simply cancel it. I believe it cancels it out. Looking back at the recording, it didn't seem like any sort of lightning was, and if it did, that was fairly fast. Now, either the abomination has 2 areas that it can spawn. It can either spawn on the same roof that you're at, or on the bottom near the gas station in the very far corner where you get the second Aether canister. Now, I believe the ground floor area for the abomination is the best spawn. On top, it forces you to get into the battle very quickly, as opposed to it being you having the high ground on it. You get way more shots than you would if, you know, the abomination facing face to face to you. So that's pretty much the easiest way to get rid of the abomination. You could definitely glitch it out, as well as just going on the zipline back and forth and getting rid of that abomination. But for those that don't want to do this glitch, or want to do this glitchless, you can go ahead and use your 2 Aether charges and get rid of the abomination fairly quickly. And as always, don't forget to use your salvage. That is key to basically keeping your GS45s one shot as long as possible. The abomination is definitely the hardest thing that I found trying this challenge, as it was pretty hard to juggle both the zombies. But if you do run decoy, it's fairly simple to get rid of. Now we fast forward around 19. As you can see, my health stayed the same at 150. Didn't run jug or anything. The easiest way to check it, I believe, is by looking at the armor shield that stayed full the entire time. If I, for whatever reason, might have missed and might have gotten hit this whole time, which I tried my very hardest to not get hit. I didn't see anything in the recording to show that I did get hit, but I'm hoping I didn't, or else that basically take away this whole video. But basically, once I reached round 20, I can't recall if the first time I did this I got it on round 20 or I had to progress past round 21. I know people did glitch it by going from or joining somebody on round 19, and then as they got to round 20 they got the calling card. So I'm assuming by round 20 that should be more than enough to get this calling card, so that's why I used the chopper gunner, although I did have enough salvage to actually build the chopper gunner. I got this from the mangler drops, so you know, even if I wanted to use this on round 20, I had 2500 salvage, or I believe I had a little bit more than 2500 salvage to go ahead and build the chopper gunner to basically go up to round 21 to secure that not get hit by round 20. So overall, that's pretty much it for me. I believe I went to see how far I could go without getting hit. I'll go ahead and just speed this up now. Now it is completely up to you whether you want to go ahead and use score streaks or you simply want to go ahead and just see how far you could go with just the GS45's Pack-a-Punch. I believe I made it to about round 29 before getting hit. I'll show it shortly. I'm just going to go ahead and speed over through all this. I still have yet to get hit. It's like I said, that's why I mentioned it's a fairly simple challenge to do. The GS45s definitely do make it a lot easier. I ended up taking a hit right here on round 29, so that's what I'm saying. I didn't see my armor shield go down at all during this whole recording. I looked through the whole thing, I watched the whole thing, I didn't see it go down at all, so that's what I'm saying. It's fairly simple to do this. It's a challenge, but it definitely does make zombies a bit more fun, especially doing these challenges. But overall, that's pretty much it for me. Like I was saying earlier, you know, if you want to not use the kill streaks, it proves, you know, you don't have to use them. But overall, that's pretty much it for me. Catch you guys in the next video. Peace.